On this Memorial Day, as we take a live look here at the Tomb of the Unknown here in Arlington, Virginia, and Arlington National Cemetery, we pause to remember the brave men and women who paid the ultimate price to serve our great nation. And while many Americans are enjoying barbecues, maybe on the beach, one organization is making sure our fallen heroes are not forgotten. Ryan Manion is CEO of the Travis Manion Foundation and Gold Star Sister of U.S. Marine Corps First Lieutenant Travis Manion. Thank you so much for coming on, Ryan, on this day, Memorial Day. How appropriate, how fitting. Let's start, if we can, and good morning to you. Can you tell your personal story about your brother and him serving as we take a look at some of the photos of Travis Manion, a Marine Corps vet?
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me on Memorial Day today. And I'm the proud Gold Star sister of First Lieutenant Travis Manion, a Marine who was killed on his second deployment to Iraq in 2007. And after losing Travis, our family started the Travis Manion Foundation to provide support and resources to veterans and other Gold Star families.
That's amazing. And how you should, in every right, say you are the proud Gold Star sister, right? There's so much pride in family members who are willing to answer the call. Can you bring us back to that time of when Travis would have made that decision to enlist?
I was born in a military family. My dad is a retired colonel in the Marine Corps, so we learned at a very young age what service was all about. And it was no surprise that my brother chose to follow in my dad's footsteps and become a Marine himself. And, we very much knew the challenges and the danger that he faced in a post 9/11 world. But each and every day when Travis put on that uniform, he believed in something bigger than himself. And we were so very proud of what he did and what he accomplished over in Iraq. He was part of a MIT team training the Iraqi army, and he created some incredible bonds with the Iraqis that he was training.
This nation owes him a great debt, and Gold Star families alike all around the world. When we think specifically around this nation, we think specifically of you today, of Gold Star families, and how difficult this can be, but also remembering the price that was paid and honoring that legacy. And you're doing so with this foundation. Let's pivot to that if we can. Talk about the foundation itself. What are the goals of this foundation? What are some of the successes as we take a look at some of the video here that you've seen so far of this foundation?
So our organization started off as a small memorial fund in the Philadelphia area, and today we are one of the nation's leading veteran service organizations. And really, for us, it's all about creating a community of like-minded individuals who want to go out and make a difference, making sure that as veterans take off the uniform, we are saying to them, we need you to continue to serve. And they are taking off that uniform and they're going out into communities all across the country, teaching our next generation what it means to live a life of service.
That's amazing. Specifically on Memorial Day, could you walk us through maybe some ways in which the Travis Manion Foundation is honoring those who served and sacrificed?
Absolutely. For the last 5 years, we've kicked off the Honor Project, and the Honor Project is a campaign where we bring volunteers out all across the country. We have over 60 participating VA cemeteries across the country where volunteers will go and place tokens of remembrance at grave sites. Families can register their loved one's grave so they know that if they can't make it to their loved one's grave on Memorial Day, a volunteer will. And it's two-part. As a Gold Star sister, knowing that someone will be visiting my brother's gravesite on Memorial Day is incredibly important. But it's equally as important that our next generation learns and understands what Memorial Day is all about. And that's why we're so proud to have thousands of volunteers today out at grave sites, at cemeteries, where our next generation is learning what true service and sacrifice means.
Ryan, can you tell us where Travis, his gravesite is?
Travis is buried in Arlington National Cemetery in Section 60. I was just there on Saturday visiting him.
Yeah, and later today, I wanted to ask you about that because later today, about 38 minutes from now, as you take a live look here at Arlington National, this is, again, the Tomb of the Unknown. But in this area, again, where your brother has been laid to rest in this area. So many will be going to this area to pay their respects. In fact, the president will be there later around 11 a.m. Eastern time for the wreath-laying ceremony, a tradition that each and every president carries out on this day. What does that mean to you as a Gold Star sister to have a day like today, with so many visiting Arlington, again, where your brother is buried alongside so many others that have served this great nation, but also the President of the United States there, not only paying respects, but remarks will be given after. This happens every year. What does that mean to you?
I mean, it means everything. I think we as Americans have a responsibility and an obligation to truly understand what this day is all about. And, you know, we're just one generation away, right, from losing the freedoms that we hold so dear. So we have to make sure that each and every one of us just pause for a moment of remembrance, a moment of reflection, because when you visit Section 60, when you see those grave sites, when you stand on that hallowed ground, you have a true appreciation for what freedom truly means.
So well said. The Travis Manion Foundation, check it out. Obviously, a great man, a great family, by the way. The support is so clear. Ryan, thank you so much for spending part of this Memorial Day with us here at Newsmax.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.